Hey everybody, how's it going? Thought I'd do a video on some stuff I picked up today. We'll start with stuff at Canadian Tire. Garrison fire extinguisher. I used to buy the brand Kidd, K-I-D-D, but they're always getting recalled lately, I've noticed, so I went with Garrison. And besides that, this was on sale at Canadian Tire for 29 bucks. I like to keep a fire extinguisher in all my vehicles because I've had a vehicle fire once and it was not very pleasant. Actually, I've had it twice, but the first one was the worst. I was cruising along in a little old Datsun pickup truck I had. I think it was a 73 or a 74 Datsun. And I was hauling a motorcycle home from a friend's place. The motorcycle was in the back and we were going down this back road and it was starting to get dark, so I turned on my headlights. And as soon as I did, I could start to smell a little smoke, but not bad. I just carried on. Then I could see an orange glow coming from under the dash. And then all of a sudden, lots of smoke and lots of orange glow. And I pulled over and had to take my coat off and put it out, but it just fried everything under the dash. So ever since then, I've carried a fire extinguisher. 29 bucks. It's small enough, it fits anywhere. Everyone should carry one in their vehicle. Even if you never use it on your car. I've driven by plenty of people that have had engine fires and stuff. And if you have one, you can stop and maybe save someone a lot of trouble from their car burning down. And they're just good to have. I've got a couple in the garage here. One I keep by the welders and one by the door. I don't know. It's a cheap thing to have and good to have. The other thing I picked up was this foldable, it's just a foldable walking cane. Not for me, actually. I used to use a cane with my arthritis was really bad, but I'm good these days. It's for my mother. It was on sale. Figured something handy she could keep in her car and stuff. Not that she's going anywhere lately. She's 80 years old and lives in an old folks home, but thankfully my niece went and picked her up when this all started and brought her to stay with her house, so they're all in isolation there. 2 people in her old folks home have gotten sick. Nobody's died from it, but they both got it. Another thing I picked up was this cool little collapsible funnel. Because while I was at Canadian Tire, there was a big lineup because of the social distancing thing. Everybody had to stay whatever far apart. And so they put all this cool stuff, you know, impulse buy stuff at the checkout while you're waiting in line. And this is one of them. It was like $2.99, so I thought, what the hell? It's just a little collapsible funnel. It's not very big, but you can see it coming in handy stuff for something. And it's small enough that you can just keep it anywhere. Probably good for people at camp and stuff, you know, when you got to fill camp stoves with fuel and lanterns, that type of thing. I could see it being really handy for that. So there you go. It's light, it's rubbery, I don't know exactly what, silicone. So there you go. Home Essentials collapsible silicone funnel. It's not a Canadian Tire brand, so I'm sure you can get it all over the place. Looks like something Bed Bath & Beyond would sell, to be honest. Not that there's anything wrong with Bed Bath & Beyond. They have lots of cool stuff. Some more tire shine. If you've watched my videos before, you know I love this Meguiar's Hot Shine tire foam stuff. It's really good. Okay, another thing I bought. Allen brand Crossbow rope cocker. It's kind of an impulse buy. I ordered one online and it's coming to me from Cabela's, but it's going to be a while. And this one was at Canadian Tire for 20 bucks, so I thought I'd pick it up. Also some bowstring wax, Allen brand. I know nothing about Allen brand. In fact, I know absolutely nothing about crossbows. I've never owned one, I've never shot one, I've never even touched one. But that's going to change. Crossbow. No brand name to speak of. Draw weight 150 pounds, fiberglass bow, 2 aluminum arrows, aluminum stock, and adjustable sights. Ordered this on Amazon about probably 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It sat at customs. I had to pay the duty on it, the brokerage fees. I got an email from them. It was 30 bucks. The thing cost me 100 bucks. Is like the cheapest crossbow I could find on Amazon. Because I just want to try something. Like I'm not going hunting with it or anything. Figured it'd be a good intro to crossbows, and if I like it, I'll get a better one. You know what I mean? No sense in going out and buying a expensive crossbow and trying out and discovering I don't really like it. So I thought I'd try this. It got decent ratings on Amazon. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to open it up. Like I said, I've never so much as touched a crossbow in my life. This one, it is cut open. I did that. when I got it, I just wanted to make sure everything was there. 2 aluminum 16-inch bolts, or arrows if you want to call them that, crossbow bolts. They say 2018 on them. I don't know what that means. 2018 decimal. I don't know if that's a weight. I have no idea. And they do have the notched end. See, there you go. We'll call it a half moon notch. I've done some archery before, but never a crossbow. Here's the foot loop for cocking it. The bow itself even says, see, crossbow, so you're not confused as to what this is. Take that out. A little baggie of parts. So that's my bow string. And some pieces. These are the ends that go on the bow. 2 of those. A couple of screws, not sure. Oh, those would be to hold on the dealy mabob. And a couple of pads. And from what I've seen, these go on, and an Allen key. Okay, so before I get too far, from what I've seen watching videos, this is a metal spacer dealy. You see how it's got that thing there. From what I've seen, this will go on there. See that? See, there's a dimple on one side of this, and that's, I'll show you what that's for. But you put this on the opposite side where the dimple is not. Stick it down. There we go. See that? Okay. No, that goes there. And this goes on here. Does it go like that or just go like that? Does it matter? Yes, it does matter. Okay. So, when we've done that, we'll take the bow, the body of the bow, or the rifle part of it. There you go. It's all aluminum. It's a plastic butt. Plastic butt. Fire safety. Adjustable sights. It's fairly light. It's definitely comfortable. It just fits right into my shoulder nice. It's not too heavy, but not too light. I don't know. For like $100, I don't know what to expect. Like I said, I've never had a crossbow before. So, let's see. I'll move you over a bit so you can see a little better what I'm doing. So this part goes, let me go like that. Yeah, it would be like this. So it goes through there. First we'll loosen this end off. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and assume that one of these little padding blocks goes on the other side of the bow. There's, like I said, there's absolutely no instructions with this. Couldn't find anything online for this specific model or brand. Jesus, I hate pulling these stickies off. It just cut my fingernails too. Pull that off. Up there. Up through there. Up in there. Yeah, that seems right. So, hold on. Okay, back through here. That in there. Now the little divot fits into where the little bolt goes here that I tightened. Now one thing I did see online is they say don't tighten it too much, don't over tighten it. Just snug it up. Hand tight. Okay, there's that. There we go. It's looking like a crossbow. Feeling like a crossbow. At least I'm assuming this is how a crossbow should feel. Okay. Now we've got that. Now we'll take this, which we'll flip this over because it screws to the bottom. I don't know if it matters. This looks perfectly symmetrical to me, so it doesn't, I don't think it matters which way it goes on. Actually it does. There's a rounded part on here. See, the bottom is rounded. That goes to the front with these little screws or bolts. Let's take one there. It's like IKEA. It comes with its own Allen key. Leave that one loose and put this one on. The casting on it isn't that rough. It's not the best, but the casting on this foot loop is terrible. It's all rough and such, but the bow itself and the stock, the casting and everything is good. All right, let's go. Tighten this one up. There we go. So that's your foot loop, which goes down like that. Put it down, you put your boot in there, your foot, stomp on it, and then you pull up the string. So, okay, I'm gonna stop it here now and put on the string off camera because it's a bit of a bitch to do. So I'll come back when I've got the string on. Just a second. All right, everybody, so I've got the string on. And it was an ordeal. They do sell stringers, which is just basically a longer string. Or it's not a bowstring, but a little piece of rope or paracord works. It's basically a little bit longer than this, so you put it on like you'd put on the string. And it's much easier, like it has some slack in it, so you can pull it up enough to cock it and hold it cocked. And then you slip the proper string on, release it, and then you take off the cocking string. Seems easy enough, right? I don't have one of those. So I tried everything, including like I'd seen methods to put a chair on either end and push down on this to get the bow to curve enough so you have slack to get it on. Didn't work for me. Tried putting one end down on the ground and stepping on another to get it to curve enough. Got just, oh, so close, but not close enough. So I finally came up with an idea of my own, and probably not the safest idea, so don't try this, hurt yourself, and then blame me. But it worked for me. So what I did is through the stock here, because I have a hollow stock, put a, no, wait, let me get this right. I put a ratchet strap, hooked it on the bow from underneath, brought it through, did the same on this side, pulled that snug, and just cranked on the ratchet strap enough until it pulled the bow in until I had enough slack to stick it off, loosen up the ratchet strap, and boom, it was strung. Said it wasn't, it's probably not the safest idea, I don't know, but it worked. And if you're in a pinch, it'll probably work for you too. But again, don't blame me if you try it and hurt yourself. Make sure you're using a good ratchet strap that's not, make sure it doesn't have any frayed parts in the strap, or, you know, any terribly tied knots like that one, you know, stuff like that. Don't do what I do. But a decent sized ratchet strap should be fine, especially if you've got a hollow stock so it won't slip out. It'll just hold it there. And boom, it worked good. I fired off a test shot. I didn't record that, but I don't know. This is the cocker. There's different kinds of cockers. Some people are strong enough to just grab this and pull it into the cock position. I'm not. I could probably do it, and then I'd just hurt myself or something. It's 150 pound draw weight, which I don't know how that works because I can lift 150 pounds, but I have a hell of a time pulling this back. And so what they have are these rope cockers, they're called. Not to be confused with Joe Cocker, that's a different guy. And it just goes through the hollow stock, or depending on your bow, it goes through different places. And it just has two little pulleys on this rope with hooks on them that you put on the string. And then there's the foothold right there. So you put this nose facing down, put your foot through there, hold it, pull up on these, and it cocks it evenly. You know, you pull this till it locks into the cock position. Then you just put your arrow in, turn the safety off. This bow, not all of them are the same, but this one, when you cock it, when you pull the bow back and it locks into place, it automatically clicks onto safety. So before you fire, you gotta turn the safety off, which is probably a good feature. So once you got it cocked, you just take your arrow, and as I said, these are notched, half moon notch they call them, and you put it. You'll notice that the flights are 3 different colors. So you take the one that's a different color, put it in the track, go through there first. Normally the string's not there because you're not doing this unless it's cocked. Slide that on, and boom. There's a little clamp that holds the arrow down from falling out. I do have some bow wax on the way coming that'll go in there and help it slide better and not damage it. Have some string wax I have to put on yet, but I haven't done it. I don't know what the difference is between the bow wax and the string wax. The bowstring wax, it's like a tube of chapstick. You pop that up. There you go. It's just a wax, and then you put it on. Also, another thing I read before I did anything was to make sure there's some twist in your string. They're not just straight. It should be slightly twisted. I don't know how much they should be twisted, but I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm no expert. Don't take advice from me. I do not know what I'm doing, and I don't pretend to. But there you go. That's it. It works quite well. I'll take you over and show you. I shot it at a target, just a cardboard target, just to check for accuracy. And I was only probably 15 feet away, so it's I don't know. I'll have to wait till it's daylight out before I go outside and try it. I will bring you over to where I shot it. What I shot it to was a little cardboard target, 2 layers of inch foam, like these 1/2 inch foam, the flooring stuff that you walk on. That, and a 1/2 inch, also through my creeper here, there's a hole in it now. And it's got like, I don't know, maybe 3/8 inch plywood on it. So it went through the cardboard, through the foam, through that, and through a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood into my garage door. Where are we? There we are. See that little dent there? That's not actually a dent, that's a hole. It went right through this part of the garage door, or through the plywood, through the garage door, and just poked through the other side. This is an insulated steel door. So right now I've just put some filler in there and give it a quick touch up. Once that dries up, I'll let that sit for a week or something, sand it down flush, blend the paint in better. I hammered down the outside flat. So needless to say, although it's a cheap crossbow, it's definitely not a toy. I mean, if it'll go through, we're gonna say like close to 1 inch of plywood total, it'll do some damage to you. So you don't want to screw around with this. It's not a toy. It's not for kids. I don't know what the range is, but you guys can figure that out. 150 pound draw weight. People hunt with them. I don't plan on doing it, but you know, that's just me. So that's it. The rope cocker was like 20 bucks. The wax was 5 or something. It only came with 2 of these arrows. I'll get a few more. Actually, I have a few more coming. I ordered from Cabela's. And that's about it. I'd show you a shot, but I don't have anything to shoot at. I don't want to shoot through my garage door anymore, and I can't go outside. It's dark out. So maybe this weekend I'll get some video of shooting it. But it's pretty cool. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Again, my hair's a mess. Honestly, I comb it now and then. That's it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and if you have any questions, go ahead and ask below. See ya.